Hi there, my name's Jenna Butler, and I'm guessing that you stumbled across this video because your son or daughter is in my honors chemistry class. I apologize for not being able to make back to school night, but I threw together this video to tell you a little about myself and a little about the class. So a couple things about me. I'm originally from Chicago. My mom, dad, and brother in the picture in the left still live in the Chicago area. We're diehard Cubs and Bears fans. But I moved to Parker about 4 years ago with my dog Phoebe Buffet. There she is by the mountains. And so I've been working at Legend teaching lots of different things, but lately chemistry, honors chemistry, and AP chemistry for this is year 5 now. So I've taught 4 years. It's my 5th year. I started right out of college. So 5th year teaching, 5th year at Legend. I love Legend. I think it's the best school to work at. I realize I'm a little biased, but I wouldn't want to be any other place. I'm pretty involved here at school. I mostly this time of year, softball keeps me busy, so I'm the JV softball coach. And I don't know if you've heard, but the softball program has had some success the past couple of years. And then in the summers, I like to travel, so there I am. My family is involved with a nonprofit called Watts of Love, and we bring solar lights to people living without electricity. So this summer I traveled to the Philippines and gave out some solar lights. That was more than you ever hoped to know about your kid's chemistry teacher. Here's the information that's actually helpful. My email address is probably the best way to contact me. My classroom does have a phone, but I switch rooms throughout the day, and it does not come through because I'm teaching. Most of the day I can't be answering the phone, so it just goes straight to voicemail. So if you would like to have a phone call, sending me an email is probably the best way to go, and we can set up a time and I can call you. I do update my class website every day. So Canvas is what all the teachers are using, but I use the calendar in particular. So if your son or daughter's absent, they should be able to check the calendar that day, and they can see the learning target, the warm-up question, everything that they missed, including live links to download any worksheets or anything like that, and then they can also see what the homework is. So that's updated daily. I spend a lot of time posting the notes and things like that, so it's definitely a good resource. I also have a Remind account, so if you use the phone number 81010 and send a text message that says at LTH Chem, so that's LTH for honors and then Chem, that will sign you up for the Remind. I don't send tons of messages, just some reminders when there are big due dates or if we have a certain lab and they need to wear closed-toed shoes, things like that. Again, this is honors, so usually the kids are pretty self-sufficient, but they're teenagers, so sometimes they need a little push from both me and from you guys at home. Obviously, I love chemistry, but I will be the first to tell you that it is a challenging class. So I can't predict when it's going to happen, but at some point your son or daughter is going to get stuck and they're going to need some help. I do not expect you to be the chemistry expert. You do not need to pay to hire a tutor or anything like that. I am very available, so I can help kids whenever they do kind of hit that first roadblock. So I'm here very early in the morning. I'm not going to admit on video how early I get to Legend, but the reason I get here so early is so that I'm free starting at 7 a.m. for kids who want to get some help. So at 7, all of my stuff is taken care of, so I'm ready to help kids. The only morning that I'm not free is Thursdays, and I do have the occasional meeting here or there, but I always post outside my classroom door a week ahead of time when I'm free, so the kids can check ahead and kind of schedule it out. I also have 8th period off, so if that matches any of your son or daughter's off period, they can come get help during 8th. Unfortunately, right now I'm in softball, so I'm not free after school, but as soon as softball is done, which is late October, I will be able to stay after school if that works better for their schedule. In this class, we have formative, interim, and summative grades. One thing that's important to know, I will very rarely grade homework or kind of in-class assignments. Okay, to me, homework is practice to get ready for what's called a homework check. Okay, so about once a week, we are going to do homework checks on Canvas. So it's kind of like a Canvas quiz, but they're formative grades. Those can be retaken if a student doesn't score as well as they would like. If they score really poorly, I encourage them to come in for help first and then try to retake it. So that's the majority of formative grades. Quizzes, our interim grades, can be remediated as well, as long as all the homework checks are taken care of. So the goal is that these homework checks kind of build up to the quiz. And if the student was unsuccessful on a homework check, I'm going to have them fix that before they remediate the quiz. And then lastly, summatives. For honors chemistry, students are able to get some points back or remediate a summative, but there's kind of a stipulation. They need to come in for help twice during the unit. We're trying to teach the kids to be proactive, to come in and ask questions before the test, not fail a test or get a D on a test and then say, well, I never understood that. So if they come in before or after school, during lunch, any of those times, twice throughout the unit, and our units are typically 3 weeks long, they will be eligible to remediate their summative. Honestly, usually the kids who are coming in twice don't have to remediate because they've already taken care of their answers. So we find we're teaching kids to be proactive, and then there's less remediation requests because the students who come in twice for help don't usually need to remediate. Lastly, here's all the topics we are hoping to cover this year. Some of you could care less because you didn't take chemistry or didn't like chemistry or don't remember chemistry. Some of you just kind of it interests you. So here are the topics. Again, I love teaching chemistry. It's what I went to school to do. I'm really in my happy place when I'm working with these kids, helping them out, getting them over the hurdles. So please, if there's any issues, send them to me. If you've noticed frustration from your son or daughter about chemistry, send me an email, let me know, and send them my way so we can have a conversation. I'm here to help. It's not always going to be easy, but I promise we will get them through this year. Have a great night. Again, sorry I couldn't make it.